Well, hello. Welcome back to another episode of This Is the Thing. I am Dalton Bradford, and as always, this is...
Robert Devaney.
Hey, Robert.
That was like crystal smooth that time.
That was good.
It was better than last week. Last week was awful.
Yeah, kicking it off for season 1 or season 2, we were a little rusty. I'm a little rusty now too.
Just a little. It sounds like it. You sound a little rusty.
What's up, man?
Now let me hear it. How's your week been?
Oh, my week is. You really want to know?
I know. I already kind of know. But let the people know.
I'm gonna rub it in. Come here. Put your hand up here and let me rub it in. Yeah. My week has been great. I've been on vacation.
Yeah.
But it sucks now.
Why?
Because it's over.
You go back early in the morning too, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You don't even get to sleep in.
No.
It's at least nice to be when you go back to work to sleep in that one day.
Yeah.
So you kind of work into it, you know.
What about yours? How was your week?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's been that bad.
And so you're just like, I don't really want to talk about it. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Let's move on with our life.
Well, guys, welcome back.
Yes.
We're so glad to be here. So glad that you guys are here listening to us another week. So
y'all got nothing better to do?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just...
This
is the highlight. No, I'm just kidding. I know it ain't the highlight.
So
I mean, y'all need to find some other things. There's other stuff out there.
There's a lot of there's some good shows out there. I mean, high production value shows, murder mysteries.
This could be higher production if y'all donated some money or something.
Yeah.
We would never ask for money.
We actually had to let Steve go because we couldn't pay him.
Or Steve. I don't know if y'all can tell, we kicked season 2 off not very well.
Yeah.
Because
No Steve.
No Steve. We said, how much is it going to take to keep you, Steve? He wrote a number on a piece of paper, slid it to us, and we slid it into the trash can. We were like, Steve, you're out of here.
See you, Steve.
Bye, Steve. It was nice while it lasted. So now it's just us again.
Well, guys, back by popular demand, we are going to be discussing the 90s and the early 2000s, part 2 to probably our best podcast as results were.
It's pretty high up there. It
was the one that people mostly talked to us about and gave us a lot of complaints about how we missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, haters gonna hate is the way I look at it.
Yeah. So we thought that we'd go ahead and give you part 2 in season 2.
So we can get more complaints.
Yeah, because you're going to be like, oh, you forgot about this.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
It's been so long I don't even remember.
I don't either.
Some of the complaints.
I don't either. I didn't.
Rocket power. I think that was like the biggest complaint.
Rocket power was the biggest complaint.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're not talking about today.
Rocket power.
Rocket power. But seriously, so I've been on vacation, right? And we've been kind of going places here and there. And the weather's actually been pretty nice. What do you mean? What you say?
I want to mention this because it was really funny. Your last day of work, you was like, dude, it's supposed to rain all week. You remember telling me that?
Yeah, it really was. It was, though.
And it was supposed to. It turned out to be actually a beautiful week. Sometimes it is a little windy. But other than that, most days it was very pretty.
It's probably some of the best weather we've seen in a while. And so we were riding around, and you know what I didn't see?
What?
I saw 0 children outside.
It's just not a thing anymore.
Like, when I say 0, I didn't see any kids.
Kids don't go outside unless they're catching Pokemon.
Yeah. Do they even do that? Or is that adults that are doing that? Are kids playing that game?
You remember when that game first came out, like every park was just full?
Yeah.
For like a month.
I was there. I was at that park.
Dalton's so trendy. Oh, this is popular. Let me go do it.
Oh, this is my thing now.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna be known for.
Shut up.
That's
So,
you.
but
That describes you to a
stop.
T.
Stop. I'm not
Oh,
getting into
everybody
this.
got black wheels. I'm gonna go get black wheels.
That is not why I got black
Whatever
wheels.
it is, whatever it is.
I
that
got
hits
black wheels because someone stole my silver ones, and I was like,
you.
well,
Who steals wheels? Who steals? Who
hubcaps.
steals plastic hubcaps? Someone's at a low point in their life.
That's a low, and the way they did it too. I mean, it was
I mean, like,
stylish. I'll give it to
if
them.
they would have told you the situation they were in, you probably would have gave it to them.
They'll be like, hey, you can
Just
have
have 'em.
these. I need some black ones anyway. But I didn't.
Black's really popular right now, so I need to.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember in the 90's and the early 2000's, one of the main things that you did as a kid was riding a bike.
Yeah.
Just riding bikes, and you'd have like little. Did you have little bike gangs?
No, we didn't. We did a lot. We rode stuff outside, but like we didn't go far places. Like, did you grow up in a neighborhood?
Yeah, I grew
Is
up
that
in
what you're getting at?
Yeah,
here?
different couple of neighborhoods.
Okay, so each neighborhood you had your own little bike gang.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of kids that just rode bikes together and
Putting a card or a leaf in the spokes.
So yeah, and the what was it? The Coke can?
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude, there wasn't a neighborhood that you went into that you didn't hear 1,000 dirt bikes. That's what
Yeah.
it sounded like.
It sounded just awful, really.
And the faster that you went, it would
Louder. Yeah.
Man.
You would see how loud you could get it.
Yeah.
Remember when they made those little ramps?
Oh, them little black ramps?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
about that tall.
Yeah. I had a few of those. Busted
I would
my
think
tailbone on a few of them.
I would think I was going so fast that I was going to jump it, and my front wheel would just go and I would just flip frontwards. I'm like, I was a chunky kid.
I was about to say, you probably got a weird sense of gravity.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if we've already figured that out.
Yeah, your body does things that, like, gravity just grabs you.
Yeah,
all of you.
When I played sports, like even in high school, I always found a reason to fall over. Well, oh, he bumped me. You know, like, oh.
I rode a bike everywhere up until I was like 18 years old, but we're not going to get into that.
Did you jump? Did you actually jump the ramps?
Yeah. I was an extreme sports enthusiast as a child.
I couldn't jump it. I couldn't go fast enough. I was too fat. I was a fat kid, dude.
I was inspired by the X Games.
Okay. Who'd you look up to? Like Tony Hawk?
Of course. I mean, he was the idol of that time. If you were a skateboarder or whatever, it was all big names. I mean, if they were on the cover of a video game, that's who you wanted to be.
See, I had a motorcycle, and I was always more about the powered sports, and like Travis Pastrana was getting popular, you know, like way before his show. I mean, people don't understand, like Travis Pastrana used to race motocross.
Oh yeah, he was just a strictly racer before he got into X Games too, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I wanted to do. I want to do backflippies on a motorcycle.
I was also inspired by Brink.
Brink?
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
On the Disney Channel?
Yeah.
That movie inspired me to want to be a rollerblader, except I didn't have rollerblades, so I would do it in my house, like with my socks on.
Yeah.
And I would jump on all the furniture and like skate on all the furniture.
Xenon wanted me to go to space.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
I never went.
Yeah. But I need to ask these kids. I don't know if there's any kids that listen to our podcast. I don't think there are.
No, there's not.
I wouldn't think they would. But why aren't you guys outside?
There's like, I don't know. There's just nothing they can find to do. I used to go outside. So like one biggest thing is basketball. I would go outside and just shoot basketball for hours.
Yeah.
And dribble on gravel. I don't know if anybody here has ever dribbled on gravel. Like,
that ball, Pew.
Yeah. Oh, I would dribble up a hill, like going from my grandparents to my house,
Uh-huh.
and it would miss it and roll all the way back to the bottom of the hill, and I have to go back down and get it.
Oh man.
That sucks. Sometimes I just leave it. I just be like, it's there now.
There was a lot of games that you got to play outside too, though. Like if there was always something to do, and even if you didn't have a game to play, I don't know about you, but did you make up a game?
Oh yeah, we had me and my. Well, it's embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, we're there now. Go ahead.
No, you go first. You said it seemed like you was gonna bring up a game that you made up first.
No, I was gonna bring up a game that my wife made up, and so she brought this game up in casual conversation. Right, we're talking about things we used to do as kids, and she goes, "Yeah, you remember Looney Tune tag?" And I was like,
Looney Tunes.
What? She goes, "You never heard of Looney Tune tag?" I was like, the way that she was presenting this to me was
you're like, oh, but you're about to.
Yeah. The way she was presenting it to me was like it was like a,
like a world
phenomenon. Everybody was playing Looney Tune tag. And I said, "No, babe, no." So she thought that I was lying, right? Well, so I asked her how to play. And I'm sorry, Courtney, if I butcher this, but it's already butchered. So you play tag as normal, and then if you tag someone, you have to shout out the name of a Looney Tune.
Like the Tasmanian Devil?
I guess so. And then that's the game. There's the Looney Tunes have nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. I was really thinking this was going like you have to act like the Looney Tune or something like, I
don't think they did that. I think they just said
Looney Bird.
And then they just kept on going.
If he does, I don't know. Like this is, you just keep naming Looney Tunes.
I guess. There's only so many Looney Tunes.
I didn't watch Looney Tunes.
Did you not?
Oh, I watched Looney Tunes and Space Jam. That was
Hold on.
it.
Stop. We're not gonna skip past your game.
Outside.
Your game.
Oh, no, what are you talking about?
Your game that you said was embarrassing.
No, I ain't gonna mention it.
Give it to me.
So me and my cousin used to play this game. We'd go outside and we'd pick powers. And we'd run around like we were shooting fire out of our hands or teleporting. And
I think everybody played that game. That's not embarrassing.
Yeah, you'd pick like 2 or 3 powers you had. Like I can fly, use fire, and read minds. And like when you played, I'd be like, "Hey, what are you thinking right now?" Okay.
He's like, "I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." You want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah, exactly. And then like whenever it come down to like a fight scene or something, it always turned into a screaming fight. Like, "No, you died! You died!
No,
you
I hit
are
you
dead!
With the fireball.
I did this first, which got you."
You want to know a really embarrassing game that I played?
What?
So we had moved into this neighborhood that didn't have any kids in it. So I had to play by myself.
Okay.
And I played. I would take a broom out of the garage and take whatever balls that I had and throw them out in the yard. And I would play Quidditch from Harry Potter by myself in the front yard. So little 9-year-old me just running around the front yard on a broom, screaming spells.
Expecto Patronum. Act like you're fighting off Dementors.
I would even throw like the balls up and like hit them with the tail of the broom. I got pretty good at it. I mean, if anybody wants to take me on, I mean, I'll take on some challengers.
Well, guys, this is the end of the podcast.
But okay, so look, when you played those games, okay, so like if you played hide and seek or tag or any of those.
Hide and seek was huge.
Yeah, but if you played any of those commonly known games, did you ever play with those kids that would like make up their own rules? Like, as the game went on, like you went to go tag them and they'd be like, no, you can't touch me. I said blow pop 3 times. And that means you can't touch me. And you're
I'm
like,
on the sidewalk. It's part of the porch. That's in. I'm in the safe zone.
Or this one, ABC Base on Me. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Do you know
Where
what?
you got to touch the person.
Yeah.
They're the base.
Yeah. You could just
That
say that
makes
at
no
any
sense.
point in time.
You used to have all those. For some reason, that reminded me of that Pick the Tiger by, you know what I'm talking about? Those, like, as a child.
Do what?
Did you ever do, like, where you had to put your feet in to like pick who is it in the game?
Bubble gum in a dish.
Yeah, but we did Tiger something. And then we also did Mickey Mouse peed on a house.
Yeah.
What color was it? And then somebody would be like, red. R-E-D. You're out.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the reason it reminded me is because this was normally the base was the big green electrical boxes that were out in front of people's houses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did you ever hang out on those? That was like the hangout spot.
I never hung out on them, no.
Okay. That was our like hangout spot in every neighborhood that I lived in.
Our hangout spot was whoever had the trampoline.
Oh, man. Dude, if someone had a trampoline, that's the house that you were at. I mean, just... do you know how many games...
Dr. Dot said dueling with Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc.
He said,
Did
bruh...
you shoot him? Is that what you did? Like, you shot them at each other?
You ain't lived until you dueled with Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc. I think those are those things that you like actually wear on your arm.
I got you.
Put the cards in it, and it would like go...
Those were cool. Those were cool toys.
See, Dots hung out on the green electrical boxes. That was
there you go.
That was the place to be.
The green electrical box.
We probably should have been electrocuted.
Probably. Multiple times, if I had to guess.
There's just like you would be at school. Like you would you would hang out with your friends at school, and then immediately off the bus, you would run to your house, throw your backpack out in the front yard, and then go over to the person's house that had the trampoline.
Yes. The trampoline was like the coolest thing ever. Whoever had the trampoline.
The backpack didn't make it
to the
porch.
When we were kids, there was no safety net.
Oh, no. If you flew off, I mean, you just flew off.
Yeah. If you landed on a spring, you landed on a spring.
You can make a lot of games on a trampoline.
Your goal was to double jump people.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever play the game where you you could do some damage on a double jump?
Dude, my favorite, there is nothing funnier than watching someone's knees buckle on like a double. It just looks like it breaks them. Like, we should not, we should not, our generation should not have as many people alive.
No, we did some things.
Yeah, it's awful.
So
the trampoline was, I think we made the trampoline what the trampoline is today.
Oh yeah,
I don't know of trampolines.
That's our thing.
Before us.
No. Did you ever play the game called Popcorn?
Yeah. And the first one to spread out.
Yeah.
Popcorn, to catch their stuff. Yeah.
So how do you think these games make it? Like,
who thought of these?
And how did they come spread?
Yeah. I have no idea. Everybody played popcorn.
Yeah. Did you ever put balls on the trampoline and you would have to jump around, and if you got hit by a ball, you were out?
Yeah. Yeah. We also used to just play dodgeball on the trampoline.
Yeah. There's not very much
because when we was kids, now maybe you don't remember this, but we used to push the basketball goal
up to the
trampoline because there was this little sport called slam ball on TV.
Oh my God.
You remember slam ball?
Dude, I forgot about slam ball.
Slam ball is to this day probably the greatest sport I've ever seen.
Why did it stop? It didn't last long at all.
I don't know, dude. You watching these people when they're like throwing this ball up and throwing it, all of a sudden one just comes in with like a front flip and slams it.
Dude.
Slam ball was amazing.
Hurt? I never saw anybody get hurt. Thank God. That'd be tragic.
And like they're jumping high. They had like those huge trampolines.
Oh, like the professional
Yeah.
trampolines. I mean, these things were spring loaded.
Yeah. I mean, they were launching off, like they could like go through the hoop. That's how high they were jumping. Slam ball was sick. I'm actually really happy you remembered slam ball.
Yeah, slam ball. Was
Slam
cool.
ball used to be something that you could watch on TV, and professional dodgeball used to be something you could watch on TV.
Yeah.
Because when we played dodgeball as children, we used to reenact
all the things that we saw.
That we saw on TV. Like I'll never forget. There was this one guy called like the Animal. That was like his dodgeball name. And whenever he went to throw it, he would spin.
Ooh.
And we would always do that as children, be like the Animal. And like
dodgeball was probably the best sport in school.
It was our favorite. It was our favorite game. And you have to play dodgeball like for real. Like if you get a catch, someone else comes back in. I mean,
you gotta really get it. When you play dodgeball, you play. It's ride or die playing. You don't change the rules. You play.
And when we were kids, there was no hitting in the head. You're still in.
Oh no, you're out.
You got hit in the head, you're out.
You're out, and we're laughing at you.
Unless you're trying to catch it.
You're getting laughed off the tennis court or whatever you played on.
I will never forget. I seen this one time on professional dodgeball, and I did it as a middle schooler, and it's one of the greatest achievements in my life. I've actually done it twice since then. I've done it twice at my church to little kids playing dodgeball. I don't even care. I'll just take it out on them.
Let me hear it.
So when it's me and another guy, so if you catch it, the guy that threw it is out, right?
Yeah.
So I would act like it slipped, and I would throw it up. I'd have two balls, and as they went to, I would just pin them, son.
Yeah,
just pin them. I mean, I've tried it a lot, and I've lost a lot, but I pulled it off 2 or 3 times in my life, and it's one of the greatest achievements. In my life.
Actually, I take that back. Dodgeball was not the greatest sport in school.
Are you about to say the one that starts with a K?
I don't know. What's
kickball?
No, that's a fun one too. But how are we not talking about the parachute?
Where you put the ball in it and launch it?
Yeah, the giant rainbow parachute.
Yeah, or is that also the one where you flipped it up and you had to run?
You had to run underneath
to the opposite side?
Yeah. Dude. Or you all throw it up and you all get underneath of it and you sit on the edges of it.
Yep.
And it tucks all the air in and you're all like
yeah. And the teachers in there like, good job, good job.
Good job, good job. We're going to suffocate in here. Let's get out, children.
I'm doing fine.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you used to see how long you keep the ball going.
Yeah.
I think our record was like 20 something or something crazy.
It's not even a sport, but I mean, every school had one, I feel like. I mean,
they did, yeah.
This was an epic part of the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, it was...
Dude, as children, I don't know why it reminds me of that. I guess probably the colors, but inflatables.
What do you mean?
Like, not necessarily a bounce house.
But like inflatable furniture?
No. Like the obstacle courses.
Dude. Yes.
Those were I think those got big around it might have been more early 2000s. But
yeah.
I wanted to be the fastest kid through the obstacle course.
Yeah.
That was always my goal. I'm a competitor.
But you continue to lose.
And I always lose.
I'm sorry. You'll get better.
I don't know what it is. I just always lose.
Inflatables.
Inflatables. Yeah, outside is not a thing anymore.
No. Do you remember the butt scooters? That's also another little sport that we did at school.
They had the 4 little wheels.
Yeah, and you would like...
We do that at our church today.
You have butt scooters?
Mm-hmm. They got 2 little handles on them.
Dude, those things will hurt some fingers.
They will. Ours snap together, so you can put like 2 or 3 together.
Are you serious?
And then go. Mm-hmm.
So did you ever play like I guess when you were on the scooters, I mean, if they were pulling out the scooters or the parachute, you were about to have the greatest day of your life.
Yeah. We've been wanting to at our church make a human-sized Hungry Hungry Hippo. Have you seen videos of that?
No, that sounds really
Where
cool.
they lay on the scooters, like you snap three together. They lay on the scooter laundry baskets, and you put a bunch of balls in the middle, and you throw them out, and the scooter's got a rope on it, and you pull them back in, and they got to
Oh, dude, that's cool.
and bring them back.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
We would play like kickball or something on the scooters, right? Is that what we did?
Yeah, or race.
Yeah.
Do like a team race. This one down and then back and switch it out, and the first team to get all the way through it. Scooters were fun.
Yeah, that'll hurt some fingers.
You just run your fingers over.
Your fingers are gone.
You just ran your fingers over.
And it hurts. It hurts bad.
Yeah. Those wheels aren't made to run over things.
No.
Those are the kind of wheels like you hit like a little piece of wood chip and it just comes to a screeching halt.
And it'll throw you.
Yeah.
1,000 meters.
And the teacher's always like, "What are you doing? Get up." There was no pain when we were children.
Dude,
you couldn't get hurt.
No, you were made of rubber. I mean,
if you got hurt, you was a baby.
Oh, yeah. You didn't get hurt.
You got made fun of. That's why our generation is so strong.
Do you remember comparing scabs with your friends?
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Look at mine's bigger. Mine's still bleeding.
Look, I think I can get it bleeding.
You pick it off.
Yeah, and then you'd go touch them. Back before, like, blood contact was still cool.
Your friend would be bleeding. You're like, "Oh, I want to lick it."
No.
No, just me.
That's just you. Just you again. I have nothing to do with that one. Nope.
Maybe I had a licking fetish.
You're a weirdo.
What about... I got another one for you. So, I scoured the internet today because I had flashbacks from the past from some of the stuff that I was seeing that I completely forgot about.
Okay.
Do you remember Jump Rope for Heart? It was oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible if you don't remember this. Okay, so it was this group of people that would come to your school and you would watch them jump rope and they would do like jump rope tricks.
I don't think I remember this.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I remember that. Did you ever hear Jump Rope for Heart?
There's no way.
They're saying, yeah.
She remembers it?
You remember it? For heart health?
Sure. They was just a group of people that would come to your school.
They just come and did jump rope tricks. She said, yeah.
Yeah. And then afterwards, they would like give you this fundraiser. Yeah. You remember fundraisers?
Yeah.
Fundraisers. Everything was a fundraiser.
You can have whatever you want to today as long as it's a Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah. So they would give you a catalog that had all these cool toys in it. And you had to sell this many Jump Rope for Heart shirts or jump ropes.
Yeah.
And you could get one of the Chuck E. Cheese toys out of the fundraiser.
Well, yeah, it was...
Raise $1,000 and here you go. Here's a plastic puppet. Yeah.
Dude, there was fundraisers was so wild.
See, my wife says, I remember Jump Rope for Heart. Coolest thing ever. I learned to crisscross because of them. That's how I learned to crisscross jump rope. Is I saw them and I was like, I want to know how to do that. Do you know what crisscross jump rope is?
I do. Dot, see you later. Have a good one.
When you're jumping and you cross your arms and you jump through the cross.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm terrible at jump rope. Again, I was a fat kid. My mama didn't call me Husky Boy for nothing. I'd be like, Mama, am I fat? She'd be like, you just a little husky.
So what was your favorite part of school then? I'm going to go ahead and guess. Lunch.
The lunch was good. Lunch at school was really good.
I mean, they had some good treats, man.
What was your favorite lunch days?
Burger day. And I'm not going to say it because it wasn't my favorite. Pizza day was not my favorite.
It was such weird pizzas. Rectangle pizzas.
Yeah. It wasn't
It was always sausage.
Yeah, always.
There's no pepperoni or it was sausage pizza. There was no choice. It was here's your rectangle slab. But you know what? I love that pizza.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not. It's not bad.
If you had, you know what blows my mind about school lunches?
What?
If you had to go sit down and eat a full meal right now,
Yeah.
milk is the last thing you would pick to drink.
Yeah. If
It was always milk.
If I'm eating pizza or burgers or chili, and they say, "Here's your milk,"
I would be like, what? And it's something, but every single day.
every day you drank
milk, and we were happy with it.
And then all over the lunchroom was "Got Milk" posters
Got milk
with your favorite celebrity with a milk mustache.
I remember one day I thought I was going to get real healthy and I got the skim milk and I drunk one. I'm like, oh, that ain't too bad. And I drank like 3 more. I was like, I'm going healthy, guys. And I drank like 3 more skim milks and I was standing in line. I'm feeling good about myself, like standing in line in the lunchroom, getting ready to go back to class. And I just puked all over the place.
Ooh.
Skim milk just went everywhere.
What?
And I haven't drunk skim milk since.
Do you know what they do? Do you remember what they used to sprinkle on kids' throw up at school?
Yeah.
Sawdust.
Yeah. You could smell it.
Yeah.
When you would walk out of class, if it was on the opposite end of school, you'd be like, somebody threw up.
Somebody threw up. You knew somebody threw up.
It had like a red tint to it.
Yeah.
It smelled awful.
What was
But
that
I thought
stuff?
it was so cool because they just sweep it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like Spill Magic, but not, I guess. It had a smell to it.
You had a chicken nugget day.
Yeah.
Chicken nugget day. And then I'll tell you the best day. One of the best days.
What was it?
Frito chili pie day.
Ooh.
Frito chili pie. And the school had the best rolls.
Yeah. Chicken sandwich day was also really good.
Chicken patty day.
Oh,
we called it chicken patty day.
Chicken patty day was...
Chicken patty day was good.
Yes.
There isn't a time that goes by when I eat one of those little Tyson chicken patties that you can get in the frozen section. It just don't take me back.
It don't. It doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't, but it still makes me reminisce about those days.
You know what I used to do with my lunch money? So I'm sure I'm not the only kid that did this. I would save up my lunch money throughout the week for the Scholastic Book Fair.
That stuff was so cheap. There was so much stuff, but it was so cheap.
Oh, I didn't eat so that I could get books at the book fair.
I got in trouble one time because I signed up for some stuff.
Ooh.
And I spent some of Mama's money.
Uh-huh.
It was not good.
Oh, you never told Mom that you bought stuff at Scholastic Book Fair.
Nope. I got her to sign up for it, and I didn't even... She didn't know. I knew.
What was it?
It was like an I Spy kit, like a spy kit,
like a book subscription.
Yeah, and they'd send you like a little spy kit, and we got like 2 months in, and she canceled that stuff so fast.
Yeah,
that stuff cost some money.
Scholastic Book Fair was, dude.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Speaking of that, you know what the best books were?
What?
I Spy books.
Dude, I Spy books were sweet.
Where are those at? I wish I had a collection of I Spy books.
I wouldn't even play I Spy. I would just look at the pictures and imagine.
I would play. I had to find everything.
Like if there was like the ones that were like roller coasters made out of toys, I would imagine that I was a little toy and that I was going on the roller coaster. Bro, come on now. Don't make me feel stupid.
Oh, I'm about to. Dude, I Spy books. I went through. If there was an I Spy, there wasn't an I Spy book in the library that I didn't have my hands on at one point.
There wasn't an I Spy book that I didn't spy.
Yeah, I had to find everything. I would get some. I would. Heather, pull up Amazon. We're buying every I Spy book they're offering right now.
The art in them was sweet, dude.
It was the pictures, and it went across the page.
Yeah,
it went across that.
It was
that
neat.
crevice, you know. Man, school was good. Hey, we had a vending machine for notebooks. Did you have one of those?
No, we had a concession stand.
Dude, we had a vending machine where you could put like a quarter or 2 quarters in and spin it, and it would pop out a paper notebook gosh, I hope Courtney remembers this. Maybe they had this over in Roane County. And like you didn't know what the top would be. Like you got to pick a sport or a singing group or like a singing or whatever, and they would spit them out, and you didn't know what you was gonna get. But like I started like collecting them. Like I wanted different ones. Like I'd get a Baltimore Ravens notebook, and like I don't know why I thought they were so cool, but they was at the end of the cafeteria.
Yeah, we just had a little concession stand that you could go get like erasers and those little pencil grips. The little rubber pencil grips. And then you had a space maker that you would keep all your collection in, you know?
Had the paper and pencil. Pencils was another one. You could do the pencils.
Really? Yeah, we didn't have vending machines.
Dude, it was cool. It wasn't even a vending machine. There was no choices. It was literally like, picture like a gray safe. At the top of it had like 2 coin slots, and you put those coins in and just turn it, and there was a little slit in the bottom of it,
like a gumball machine, but for notebooks.
But you couldn't see it. Yeah, but you couldn't see what was inside. It was literally like a solid gray metal thing that you couldn't see into.
That's pretty cool, though.
It was.
I bet they were making a killing.
Wicked. Oh yeah, for sure.
They were making a killing
for sure.
Do you remember we were talking about Scholastic books. Did you guys do AR books?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I hated that.
Accelerated reader?
Yeah, AR books were the worst.
No, it was the best. I made it a mission to be the best. I wanted the most points. So I figured out a way, as I always do, to find a loophole in the system.
Oh, I did too. Let me hear your loophole, and I will see if it matched my loophole.
You go and you find the books that don't take that long to read and give you the most points.
Not the loophole, but that's fine.
So, I don't know if you remember, but in the library, they had stickers on the spines of the books, and it told you how many AR points each book was. And I would just find the skinniest books with the most points.
Okay.
Read them real quick and go take the AR test. Boom.
They are. So, was you graded on AR? Like, you had to have so many points to get a grade?
Well, you had to meet I think it was you had to like meet a certain baseline just to get your grade, but anything over that, I think you got like achievements and stuff for it.
That's so we got graded on AR points, and like as long as we met a certain like threshold, we'd get like an A. And so me and some friends found a loophole around AR, and that was during this time Harry Potter started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So we would watch the movie
and then take the
AR test and pretty much ace it.
Yeah.
And we did that for like the first 3 Harry Potter movies, and like with one test, because the book was so big.
It was a lot of points.
And we'd meet our point threshold because we did that. Or you would let, like the girls like to read. No offense. The girls always like to read more than the boys did at our school.
No, I like to read. I was a reader.
And if you could find a girl that was willing to like, hey, tell me the answers to this AR test real quick.
Yeah. Dude, this was the thing. So first of all, why was this a thing that you wanted to eat lunch with the principal?
Y'all went to a different world than I did.
Do you not?
We hated the principal.
That was top notch. That was like eating lunch with the president.
No.
If you got the most AR points, you could go hang out with the principal and eat pizza.
The principal was not cool. I wanted nothing to do with that.
Well, that was my life. Sounds like it was my wife's life too.
If we were going to see the principal, I'm telling you right now, it was not on good terms. It was because we deserved to be there. It was bad. Why are you boys skipping school again? Why'd you punch so and so? Why are you bullying this? His name was in middle school. His name was David Treese. Our principal was. And we'd be like, "Hey, Mr. Treese."
Well, I hope he's not listening.
I hope not either.
So there was another thing that I think everyone remembers. Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember Dare?
Truth or Dare?
No, Dare. The
D.A.R. Don't. Drugs are
really
what was it?
Excellent.
No, it wasn't. What is it? What is it?
I don't remember. Look it up.
What's DARE stand for?
See, that's how. Okay, so that brings me perfectly to my point for Dare. So whenever Dare started coming around, I didn't even know what drugs were.
They had some cool fundraisers though. They had some cool events at school.
Bro, I remember this one Dare class we went to, and they had poster boards with pictures of different kinds of drugs on them, like actual pictures. And I'm like 7. I didn't.
Yeah.
I would have been fine if you guys would have never even came. If you guys never even existed,
Yeah.
I had no idea what drugs were. I didn't need
It always ended with, "We dare you to not do drugs." It stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
Oh my gosh, who put that into motion?
There's their little. I remember that red lettering,
And it had the lion. The lion was the mascot.
Drugs and violence.
I would have been fine.
No one knew. You know, I hate to be like this, but it worked. It was the same exact way with when you started. Oh my gosh! So drug resistance was really big, but also we had when we was in school. What was up with the sex education?
Yeah,
it was the same way, dude. It was. Again, don't know nothing about it.
I'm fine.
You start coming and filling our minds.
I'm fine.
Yeah. It was both of them. Those two, especially like leaving middle school, going into high school. I remember going on like 2 or 3 field trips to learn about sex education and like STDs and stuff and what it can do to your life. And I'm like, this is why?
Why? Like, I get what their thought process is.
Yeah.
Okay, if I could go back in time and the person who decided to do this, I'd just be like, look, don't. We don't need to know. We're fine. You guys are actually introducing it to us.
Yeah.
We literally had no idea. I saw a picture of crack cocaine at the age of 7. What do I need that information for?
And then they do the worst thing possible to kids. They tell you not to do it.
Hey, if someone tells you to ask you for some or wants to give you some drugs, what do you say? Just say no.
Just say no. The bands.
Yeah, just say no. Bro.
Hey, real quick side note. Y'all remember Silly Bands?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They had the shapes.
Yeah.
The shapes. Okay, just curious.
Do you remember the other ones?
Those are still around.
Not the Silly Bands, but the other ones that you could get at Spencer's. They were just like the colorful bands, and if like...
Oh, yeah.
If someone broke one of your bands...
Dude, I had a whole drawer full of those. I had a band for every day of the week.
If someone broke your black band, you know, you had to give somebody a kiss, or if somebody... Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do.
This is a real thing.
It was a thing.
I got in trouble at school for that. For those.
Kissing someone?
Yeah, because somebody broke my band. Because I acted upon what everyone said you're supposed to do when it happens. Nobody else was doing it. And someone broke my band. I was like, all right, you know. Suspended.
Didn't take long, did it?
No. Yeah, dude, those were all of those programs.
Yeah.
They just didn't need to happen. Now, I get sex education, but I don't get sex education in like... I mean, what do you think is an appropriate age?
It was too early. I had one when I was in high school. That's fine.
That's great.
But I took a field trip in middle school to one, and it was too early.
I had one in 5th grade, a class.
Yeah. Now I had a class. Now there's a difference between like the sex and the puberty classes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, our puberty class, because we had some, mischievous kids, turned it into, those kids that like knew everything somehow. Yeah. And they were the ones that were telling you about it.
Yeah.
And they turned puberty class into sex ed. So
yeah, it was just too early. High school is fine. I totally understand. That makes sense. It's something you're gonna probably see a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Same thing with drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of middle schoolers walking around with, at our age anyway, when we was in school. I cannot name one kid when I was in middle school that did any kind of drugs.
No.
High school, I could show you 20,
Yeah.
but
I can show you more than 20, but
well, I was a real small school. That was a lot of people.
they also tell you that you remember whenever the Halloween candy, like your parents would have to check your Halloween candy
Yeah.
to make sure it wasn't tampered with.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Past us, nobody's giving away drugs for free and putting them in kids' candy.
They work hard for that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff costs money. And they ain't going to just give it to some random kid that they ain't never going to see again.
They have to be real giving people.
Yeah.
The programs were crazy. The programs and the fundraiser. We had a fundraiser for everything.
Yeah.
Whether it was Dare, Scholastic book fairs. It was
everything.
Everything. The school raising money for anything.
And they would have
gym,
like new
seats,
they would have a meter in the hallway and they would color it, when they met their goal.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you guys have a morning show at your school?
No. We had morning announcements.
We had a morning show where
a show?
Yeah, where it would broadcast in the morning and it would be like the older kids and it'd be like a news report for the school.
Really?
And they would talk about, what reminded me of it was box tops. You're talking about fundraisers. Well, they would talk about the box tops goal all the time. This is how many more box tops we need,
Coke lids too.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I have Coke lids wrote down.
Do you really?
Do you remember what was on the insides of those Coke lids?
Just numbers, wasn't it? You had to keep
they actually had instant win codes. It would tell you like free, 16-ounce drink.
Okay.
And you could go turn it into the gas station and they would give you a free drink. It was instant win. And it was like, dude, it was like every one of them was an instant win.
Every single one of them?
Yeah.
Everybody's winning today.
Everybody's getting a drink today.
That was a big thing. I know we had morning announcements. And like the principal would come across the intercom. You would do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mm-hmm.
We usually had a moment of silence. And then go through any announcements for the day.
What was your style in school?
What do you mean?
Like what was fashionable in the late 90s, early 2000s? What's some stuff that you remember?
Especially early chip bags had points too, and you could trade them in for prizes. I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
Remember those?
I don't remember that.
That might have been the Roane County thing.
Hey, let's see who can eat the most chips.
Yeah, get the greasy chips.
And most sodas.
No, so I remember, I don't know why, but like especially late elementary, early middle school, camouflage cargo shorts. I had like 3 pairs of them. Dead serious. They had to be camo though. It was like, and it was off camo colors. It could be black, white camo, or
all cargo.
Like cargo, everything.
Yeah.
It was cargo shorts, and it didn't matter if there was a foot of snow outside. You wore cargo short, or you wore some kind of shorts.
Yeah. I remember. So like when you were outside playing, I don't know if we've already talked about this, but you would tie your sweatshirt around your waist.
Yep. The arms of it.
The arms. And you thought that you were styling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I'm going to tie this thing up.
And it'd be around your, always shorts. Like I said, you didn't wear pants. There was no pants.
No pants. You got to show off the scabs.
You got to, and yeah.
Let the ladies see the scabs.
Yeah. You start getting hairy legs.
Dude.
You know that?
So I was like the first person. I've told my wife this story. So I was one of the first kids. I was in 2nd grade. I remember this like it was yesterday. One of the first kids in my school to get hair on his legs.
And did you feel cool about it?
No, I was self-conscious about it because so we didn't wear pants. I didn't have pants. I mean, I'm sure I had pants, but you didn't want to wear them. But I remember sitting Indian style, you know. Are you allowed to? I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore. We're going to say it on This Is the Thing because we can.
It's what it is. You're sitting Indian style.
It's Indian style.
The teacher used to be come around. Everybody sit Indian style.
Everybody sit Indian style all around me, and I'm going to read y'all Dr. Seuss.
This is the reading rug.
Let's go on a magic trip.
What kind of books did your teacher read to you?
Well, Dr. Seuss, Amelia Bedelia, Magic Tree House.
Magic Tree House was huge.
The Bailey School Kids. The Narnia
Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus. But
Narnia.
Look,
we had Hank the Cow Dog.
Hank the Cow Dog. That's another.
Junie B. Jones.
Junie
B. Jones.
Yeah. See? But I was self-conscious about my hairy legs. And I would sit Indian style, but I would put my arms. I would basically cover up my legs with myself so that you couldn't see my hairy legs.
That is so funny, dude. That's actually really funny.
I've got some pretty hairy legs. You've seen them.
Yeah. I think they're gonna snap out there and snarl you, just like snag you and pull you in.
Yeah, there was the fashion.
Yes.
Funny. Do you remember yin yangs?
What?
Yin yangs.
Refresh my memory.
The circle with the
two dot
in the black and white.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't.
I remember that.
Everybody had like yin yang like necklaces and that you'd get out of like gumball machines and.
I didn't know if you were going there or like the Yin Yang twins.
No.
Or the. Listen, I know right now you know a Yin Yang twin song.
I know all of the Yin Yang twin songs.
Name one right now.
Oh, nagging. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, Yin Yang was huge.
Yeah,
you would always try to draw it.
Yeah, and you would draw those little S's. Everybody remembers.
Yeah, you do the 3 lines and the 3 lines again,
uh-huh.
and do a little top and a little bottom, and then shade it in. And you could do a whole bunch and make like a chain.
You could do so much.
Oh, it was so cool to make a chain.
We should have been paying attention in class.
Well, yeah, but we did stuff like that instead.
So I saw a picture today, Robert.
Hey, we used to, real quick.
Yeah.
When the teacher left the room, what was on the bottom of every chair?
Gum?
Nope. The legs of the chair.
What was on the bottom of them?
Yep.
I don't know. What?
Really?
You're about. When the teacher left the room, what was on the bottom of
on the bottom of the chairs?
Tennis balls?
Tennis balls.
Oh,
and it was
man. It was mayhem.
Like, it was just... And then when you hear the teacher coming, you got to find every tennis ball and try. And they would never go back on. They would never go back on.
They looked like Pac-Man.
Yeah. You go. Oh.
I remember the last time we talked about Velcro shoes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the coily the coily shoestrings?
No.
They were like elastic shoestrings that had they swirled and you didn't have to tie your shoes. I just saw that today. Yeah, I saw it today and I thought
I don't remember those.
I thought of you because I was like, Robert is lazy. He probably had these.
Yeah, it's probably something Robert did.
Yeah,
I barely tie my shoes now.
Yeah.
Nobody ties shoes anymore. What is up with the tuck? You got to tuck the shoelaces.
I think it's because I'm getting older, but I'm back to tying my shoes.
Everybody tucks.
No, I'm tying.
And
now.
like I've tried it. Because I want to be hip. You know,
I want to be cool.
I've tucked the shoelaces and it feels weird on my feet.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's like a certain compartment in there you're supposed to put them or something. Like, can someone inform me?
Did I get the right shoes?
Yes. I'm at rack room. I'm like, now are these the ones that you can tuck?
They got the secret compartment, and you like wink at them. The compartment.
Yeah.
They call the cops on you.
Yeah. He's looking for my secret compartment.
Do you remember the shoe carnival?
It's still a thing, ain't it?
Yeah, do they still have that spinning wheel?
I don't know.
That was the best part of going to shoe carnival.
You were getting Nike Shocks.
Not me.
Was the shoe.
And that was an expensive shoe, son.
You was getting Nike Shocks.
Not
Yes,
me.
they were.
That was an expensive
Yes, they
shoe.
were. You get Nike Shocks or you get some kind of Jordans.
Do you remember how you used
Jordans
to have to...
was massive.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember how you used to have to get your shoe size? Do you remember the tool? I want to see if you remember this.
The thing that would slide down on your foot.
Keep going. What was it made of? Come on, let's
Metal.
Describe this thing.
It was like a metal thing, and it was shaped like your foot, except this part would extend, and you would put your foot in and cram it down to your toe, and then it would tell you what size on the side.
It was the most uncomfortable machine. Yeah. Like there's, you're telling me that there's not a better way that we could have done. You couldn't have put a sticker on the ground.
Yeah.
And
I remember growing up, and when you started you remember at Walmart they had the machines you could stand on, and it would tell you like for your. I remember thinking like, how come they didn't have something like that?
Dude, Walmart was the place to be.
And Walmart was lit. I tell you, as a child, I went to Kmart a lot.
Yeah.
Kmart had Wonder Balls, dude.
Oh, wonder, what's in a Wonder Ball?
Oh my gosh, they were Toy Story. They were like cartoon. It was every cartoon you could think of was in Wonder Balls.
I don't even think I ate it. I think I just got the sticker out of it.
Dalton, if I could bring one thing back,
what would it be?
Just one. It'd be the Wonder Ball.
I think I think it's back. I bought Corbin a Wonder Ball one time.
The ones I always bought were full of Sweet Tarts.
The ones I always got were full of stickers.
No, the ones I always got was Sweet Tarts, and you would eat the chocolate, and then, or you'd make a hole and dump the Sweet Tarts out, and then you'd eat the rest of the chocolate. And it always like it was a mess.
Oh yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to get inside of a hollow chocolate ball.
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer.
And every toy that was sold was something you had to do outside again.
Yeah, it was.
What about? Did you go through a Super Soaker phase?
I couldn't afford Super Soaker.
It don't have to be Super Soaker. Water guns in general.
Water guns in general, because Super Soaker was the brand, but it was another pricey thing.
It was, dude. Some water gun battles. Would go down between like the Super Soaker water guns and Nerf
and slip and slides.
Slip and slides.
Dude, we were running up a water bill.
That
water hose never turned off. There was a water hose attached to it with something out in the yard spraying water everywhere. Yeah. A sprinkler.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was about to say. And you usually make your own slip and slide. You usually didn't have one.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy would roll some tarps out or something, and you'd get a trash bag and you'd cut arms and your head all out of it, and you'd like put Dawn dishwashing liquid and just go hit it. Just go bust it full speed, son.
You know what I hated as a kid was when you had one of those inflatable swimming pools.
Yeah.
And you would get grass in it.
Oh, it was awful.
The pool was
slip and slide was the same way.
But the pool was ruined. Once there was grass in the pool, nope, it was over. The pool was not fun anymore. And
most toys we had as children was a one-time use.
Oh yeah. They didn't.
I mean, whether it be a slip and slide of water, you'd find a way to break a water gun. It would never hold water again.
No, because you'd pump it and then it would start leaking out of where it would pump and you'd lose pressure.
And you just go.
Most of my toys came from not Dollar General or Family Dollar, but Dollar Tree, where everything's $1.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing works.
But you got to leave with a bunch of stuff.
A whole bunch of stuff. You got sacks full of Army men. Yeah.
Yeah. Army men was the thing.
Cowboys and Indians.
Mm-hmm.
You could set up your Army men and shoot them with your Nerf gun.
Yep. Oh, that would turn into you'd set them up everywhere.
And you just shoot them. everywhere.
And always like, don't shoot at TV. I'm like, it's a Nerf bullet. What's it gonna do to this? The TV's big at that time. The TV's bigger than I am.
The TV's
TV
bigger
is
than
like
our house.
dude. The entertainment centers back in the day were deeper than they were wide.
Why were they?
You remember,
bro? What was going on inside that TV that now there's nothing to it?
I don't know how they made TVs
How
back
did
then.
we shrink that much? I mean, we're talking 2-3 foot.
Hey, and heavy.
It took.
I remember
took
Mama
large
Holland.
men
to
to move
and
a
like,
TV.
Sweat. I remember Mom would be like, "Be careful! I don't want that TV to fall over." Like that was a worry. If a TV fell on you as a child, you just died.
You're dead.
Yeah, you just flat out. And you know what? The TVs never broke.
Never.
They never went out. I guarantee you go find an old TV right now.
Turn it on right now, and
it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turn on.
it hit every color
Yeah.
and worked just fine. Not have any issues. That was back in that day. You had to auto program channels.
Yeah.
You'd go through every channel.
Yeah. That was back during the days when if you wanted to know what was on, you had to go to the TV Guide channel.
Yeah, and watch the TV.
watch it. And if you blinked and missed the show, then you had to start over.
Yeah. You had to wait for it. There isn't a moment when I'm in a hotel because that's how hotels work.
Yeah.
Still.
Why?
Hotels, y'all got the hot water heaters figured out. You ain't got the TV guide system figured out.
Figured out the TV guide. Press the guide, and it brings the guide up, and I can scroll through the guide. I don't want to.
When you're at a hotel, I'm like, I do not miss this.
No.
At all.
Luckily, they have the little paper on the desk that shows you what channel's what.
Yes.
I'd rather
you
flip
just go
through
to
it. Yeah. What was up with that, man? Airplane food. Yeah. And one of the shows. So we're not talking about rocket power. But
yeah.
But I mean, because the 90s had epic cartoons. I mean,
yeah.
We could go on for hours about
that could be like a 4 podcast session
of the cartoons because they're great.
Just cartoons. Yeah.
Do you remember Supermarket Sweep?
Now that was where they had to go through the market and get all the stuff, the shopping list,
as fast as they could.
Yes.
And whatever they got in the buggy,
yep,
they got to keep it.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to be on that show so bad. But they also had a kid version where it was on Nickelodeon, where they would let a kid run through a Toys R Us, and he got to keep whatever he could get in his buggy. Whatever toys.
And how you would have loved to be that kid.
Oh, my God. There were so many toys that I wanted that I just never got to get my hands on.
Everybody wanted to be a Toys R Us kid.
God, dude. Toys R Us was... Why'd you guys... Why are you gone? Who put Toys R Us out of business? Who did it?
Probably Walmart.
Yeah.
There was so many places. There was a lot of places to shop.
What was your favorite place?
As kids. Kmart was one of my favorite, no joke.
Was it?
Yeah, and that's because they had a big toy section. You know, Walmart was cool. Don't get me wrong. But Kmart was just really, I mean, they just had a lot of cool toys.
There was one thing that I loved about Walmart. Whenever my mom told me we were going to Walmart, it meant I got to do one thing. I got to play free video games.
Oh. You break your neck.
Yeah. Your mom said, "Hey, I got some shopping to do. Y'all go do something."
Yeah, leave us alone in the store.
A Walmart Supercenter and say, "Y'all go do something. I'm gonna be here a while." And you're just roaming.
Yeah, that controller would come out attached to it, and it was like a one size fits all.
Yeah, it was.
And you just
playing Banjo-Kazooie.
Go through any game demo that you can find.
And just play it for hours while Mama was shopping.
While she was shopping, yeah. Did you ever like go up to it and someone was there and you knew they was gonna be there a while? You're like,
You're like,
ah,
oh man.
dang
So then you
it.
would just sit there and you'd watch them.
Yeah. Or just hopefully like maybe
They
they'll
would-
be done in a second.
Maybe they'll be done. Or you just go over there and annoy them enough that they just like, oh my God, kid, go away.
I tell you, I loved Kmart so much because my mom had a friend that worked there. She worked customer service at Kmart, and every time I went in there, she'd give me a free pen and a sticker.
The sticker was the highlight of going to a
And
store.
her name was Carol, and I would come in and be like, "Oh, there's Carol," and I'd run and get a pen, like an actual metal pen.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah, I don't.
If you're listening, I just
she-
assume that the entire world listens to this podcast.
Everybody, it's like it's just big news.
Yeah, I feel like there's like 1,000 million people watching right now.
Yeah, I do want to say thanks again to the ones that do listen. I can't say it enough.
I can't. It's
So, man,
amazing.
our world views are getting up. We're
Yeah.
Russia, Ireland, Brazil, United Kingdom. A bunch of people are listening, and I just super much appreciate it.
Thank
It's
you
really
guys.
cool.
Thank you guys.
I would
so
never
much.
think that I would do something that somebody would care about across the big sea, you know,
Yeah.
the big blue, as they like to call it, in Finding Nemo.
Thank
See
you guys.
what turtle does on his own when he's out there in the big blue.
Look, there's one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's about the supermarkets.
Okay.
Any supermarket. Do you remember the red coupon machines?
Mom used to get mad at me because I would pull every one.
I would pretend that it was money.
And it had a tray on top where you could put them.
You'd put them back.
You realize somebody's job was to go around and fill that. That
used
was
to be
somebody's job.
That used to be a job. I think,
Tom, did you fill the coupon machines today?
I think, were they called Smart Source? I feel like
I don't
that's what
remember
it
what
said
they
on
were
it.
called.
I feel like
I don't remember.
my photographic memory's kicking in here.
My mom would beat my hind end over pulling those coupons.
And you did it
I don't
still.
know why.
And
I guess she thought it was embarrassing.
it was the greatest.
Because he would go, chee-chee, like it make the loudest sound.
And they had them on every aisle. So every
Yeah.
aisle she went on,
I had a different coupon.
he'd pull them all.
Coupon, yes, sir. Never gonna eat black eyed peas.
Yeah, I thought it was money.
I'd always be like, I thought you needed this one, Mom. Look.
You'd have a pocket full of coupons.
Yeah. Did you ever sneak stuff in the buggy?
Yeah, Mom.
Oh yeah.
You could get it in there. Listen, it would remain. Most of
Yeah,
the time,
the
it would
whole-
remain
The whole
until
time.
it came time for the belt.
Yeah. Unless if you was lucky, if you went to Food City and the buggy goes around the backside,
She
you
never
could
caught it.
almost get away with it. Unless
Almost.
she was standing there and watching it. No. What is this?
What is this? Pokemon cards?
I don't think so. Did you put this in the buggy? Mom.
No, was it? No, Mom, it wasn't me. And then she gives you the mom look, and you know that you about to get that booty,
Yeah.
that booty handed to you, son.
Yeah. And right there in front of God and everybody.
Oh,
There was no, we're going
we're going to
to
the bathroom.
or,
Right there in front. Hey, the cashier be like, "You gonna whoop him?"
yeah. You go ahead, beat it. I'm going to watch. I want you to beat it for us.
If you don't, I'm going to. It's ridiculous.
Dude, if in our generation, if we were crying, they'd be like, I won't give you something to cry about.
That was the saying.
If you get it, can I have this? No. You
I'll
about
give
to
you-
get wore out.
You dry it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Dry it up.
There was no sympathy.
No. I don't want to get deep. I don't want to go deep on this, but I do want to say I did see a study that said something about our generation and the way that we express ourselves is very, very different than other generations, the way they express themselves, because we weren't allowed to express emotion. We had to suppress.
Yeah.
And we get in trouble if we had emotion. And it has something, it kind of went into our adult lives, but we weren't, son.
When Mama said it was a word,
Yeah.
it was code. That's
what it meant. But you would try, you would test boundaries.
Our generation invented raising techniques. I think our generation invented the 1, 2, 3.
My 1, 2, 3 works.
Yeah. I'm saying I don't think that was around before us.
No, I didn't get a 1, 2, 3. I got a spank. It was it. You got a spanking. There was no warning. You got it. It was a surprise.
You didn't get 3 seconds to get it right, did you?
No, you got it. You just
What'd you say to me? Just flat out.
Or you're driving down the road and she just reaches in the back seat and is just
swerving.
Whatever she can hit, legs, arms, head, she's hitting it.
And it almost got to the point you didn't want to block it.
Yeah.
Because it would hurt your hands.
She didn't stop until she felt it until it was right.
Yeah.
It
would hurt.
It wasn't
contact. And it was loud.
Done.
It was loud.
Dude, I can hear that sound in my ears to this day.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh. It was always 3 good ones in a row, too.
She'd grab that arm.
Yeah.
And just
And then you always ended with a shove.
Now go. Now go. Now get her.
Get in the car.
Get in the car.
It was always get in the car.
Get in the car.
I'm telling you, the things that we got, it'd be abuse today.
If you don't sit your hunt end down right now, I'm going to wear you out in front of God and everybody.
Pulling the car over was a serious thing.
Yeah. Oh, if the car got pulled over?
Oh, the day was over. The day.
Yeah, it could be 8 o'clock in the morning. The day is over.
Do not make me pull this car. Because that wasn't good enough. It was about to get, I am so mad.
I'm going to stop this car on the side of the interstate
and get you out here as these cars
and wear you out in this traffic.
Oh. It was bad.
You kids don't know.
Make me pull this car over.
You kids don't know.
You didn't want that car to get pulled over. And you know what? Us as kids, we would push the limit.
We would. We thought it was funny.
Oh, you gonna pull a car over?
We thought it was funny.
Go ahead. Let me see.
What was the deal with
quit kicking the seat and you'd barely
you'd give it a little touch, you know?
Did you kick? I was like, oh, what? I didn't mean to.
What was up with the myth of if you don't turn that light off, you're gonna get me pulled over?
Like, is it illegal to have the car light on?
I don't know.
Hey, to this day, me and Heather be driving down the road and she'll turn the light. I'll be like, turn it off. What are you doing?
It's illegal.
Turn the light off. Are you trying to get us in trouble? I don't know
is it illegal?
I don't know. Can you not have a light on in the car?
I don't know. I feel like they would have taught you
there?
that. I feel like they would have taught you that in driving school or something.
Like that should be a question when you go get your
don't speed and don't
permit.
turn the light on in the car. Like those are 2 offenses that can happen pretty quick in a car.
I always got, if it was raining, turn the headlights on. That was one thing I got taught when I was raining. Turn the headlight. Make sure your headlights are on.
So other cars can see you.
Turn your headlights on before you turn your windshield wipers on.
Dude, we used to
Why couldn't lights be on in the car? I don't get it. I still don't get it.
The safety regulations also in cars when we were kids, they weren't there. So we weren't allowed to have lights on in the car, but we were allowed to sit in the floorboard in the back windshield of the car.
Yeah. My favorite thing was laying down in the back.
Yeah.
I'd unbuckle
Uh-huh.
and lay down in the back, and mom never got upset.
You didn't have to wear a seatbelt.
You could sit. There was no sitting up front regulations.
No, but
you didn't have to be this tall, or
no, you didn't have to have a car seat. You didn't have
no,
to. You got
no booster seat.
I remember sitting in the floorboard of the car and playing like action figures in the seat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember the car being so full I had to sit there anyway.
Yeah, because everything was sitting in like the back seat.
Yeah, or just a bunch of people.
Yeah,
you had the whole family in there. That 2 y'all can fit in here.
Robert, you get in the floor.
Yeah.
You're the littlest.
Or in the trunk. Get in the trunk.
Dude, I rode in the trunk.
Now, not like the trunk, like on a car.
Okay, so look, I rode in the trunk as the car in a high school, not
Yeah, no,
not as a kid.
But like in an SUV.
Yeah, in the back.
You know, in the back, yeah.
In the back.
That's what it's called, the backpack. Yeah. You want it in the back or in the backpack?
I want
Put it in the backpack.
I want to ride in the backpack.
Put it. It's in the backpack. And you felt cool when you rode in the backpack.
It
was different times.
There was no regulations.
No one cared.
We could do whatever we wanted to do. You could say whatever you wanted to say.
Well,
or except around Mama.
Yeah.
But
to an extent.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very different, and I'm sure generations before us would say the same thing. That
I mean, even as a child, I'm gonna go over. You know, because I mean, I lived in a neighborhood. I'm gonna go over to Cody's house. Okay,
yeah.
Go.
See ya.
We would just go.
And Cody lived 2 miles away.
3, 4, 2 miles, whatever. Yeah, I mean,
and you just go.
It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter how far. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we go and then go to the park down the street. Or
before there was text messaging, all we literally had was knocking on the door and saying, "Is Cody home?"
Yeah.
Can Cody come out and play?
And it was so sad when he wasn't.
Yeah. No, he's doing homework.
Cody's not here today. Okay.
He's at his dad's house.
Yeah. That was like we were talking about when we went trick-or-treating. It was just go.
Yeah.
Go trick-or-treating and come back.
You didn't need a parent. Our parents had a lot.
But there was so many kids. So many kids out there.
There were seas of children.
Yeah. They say kids are at a low right now.
What do you mean?
From what I hear, like schools are getting smaller, like in numbers. That's what I hear.
So people aren't having as many kids?
Yes.
I think it's because
around here anyway, from what I hear in this part.
I'm sure there's like an economic stance to that, but I would feel like our generation is making better decisions based upon logic. The economy's not right, or this or that, so we decide whether we're ready to have children or not based upon our.
Back in the day, I mean, 18 to 22, I mean, you
was married and had 3 kids.
Yeah. And today it's like, well, I'm 35, I'll be established, and
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
My 401k is not there yet. I think if we were just raised on fear.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of economic crash in our time through our generation. We saw the rise of technology. We saw what was coming. We're in it, and now we're seeing what it's doing. We made it.
And we've seen crazy stuff too, dude. I mean, like as a child, honestly, do you remember 9/11?
Yeah. Vividly.
Like being
vivid.
People started going home early.
Bro, I didn't know what it meant.
I mean, no, but like it was serious. You knew it was serious.
It was something for real. I mean, they locked the school down.
They
locked our school down.
That was another thing that I was going to get at is like, you was talking about the morning show or whatever.
Yeah.
We had morning announcements, and like when you did everybody did the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
And like there was no jokes. There was
you did it.
Like it was weird. I mean, not saying that it's weird, but we had reverence for certain things as children that I really don't think the world has today.
Right.
And I circle that all around with kind of like 9/11 in a way,
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot. We went through the Y2K thing. 9/11 was huge.
Yeah.
Which put us going into, late
adulthood.
Elementary, middle school in a war as a country, right?
You're right. Coming out of adulthood, we were still in war once we hit adulthood.
Yeah.
Right?
So just seeing stuff, and like you said, that led to the economic crashes.
The recession.
The recession, yeah. And but you also seen that was one thing you asked me. You was asking me before, like, what do I have on the 90s, right?
Right.
And I think my biggest thing for our generation is the stuff that we have made.
Yeah. Like,
Like for instance, just because they've been celebrating here 25 years of Pokemon.
20,
That's something that we made.
20 people, public service announcement. I want you to hear this. Pokemon just hit its 25-year anniversary.
Yeah.
If that doesn't
That's a
make you
long
feel
time.
old.
Makes me feel really old. But like we just made that kind of stuff. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is all stuff that came into us. Music. And when I say music, I'm talking like the little nanos to the
devices.
Every iPod there is, yeah.
We've been there for every single device, and we've had our hands on all of them.
Yeah.
We
went from dial-up to instant being able to use the internet just on cell service.
I don't even remember when that transition happened. I just remember that one day there was dial-up, and the next day you had internet.
Yeah, there was no internet. I remember calling people that had fax machines.
Yeah.
You would talk through the fax machine sound. And you just had to hey, are you there? Hello?
Yeah. Our answer machines.
Yeah. See, I feel like this generation today kind of has everything handed to them because they didn't have to experience any of the rough stuff. We got it easy now compared to what we used to.
Yeah, they don't have to. You don't have to wait for anything anymore.
If I open up an app on my phone, it takes longer than 3 seconds or 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm like, well, this ain't working.
We talked about it before, but you used to have to go to Blockbuster to get a movie. But now, dude, Jesus,
you wasted more time to go like prep for fun than you did to actually have fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what I really enjoyed hearing you do the other day?
What?
Y'all went roller skating.
Oh my god!
Like places like that are like dying.
When I tell you that, if I could show you pictures of I didn't take any pictures of me. I just took pictures of Corbin.
Yeah.
If I could show you pictures of like myself and the way that roller skating made me feel, dude, I felt like I was literally back in the 90s. And there was like, okay, so look, there was a lot of kids there. And these are kids, like the age that they were there is the age that I was there whenever I was there. And I saw so many girls crying in every corner of the skating rink. There was a girl that was crying because I just saw some boy go over there and break up with her, and now he's over here hugged up on this other girl in this other corner.
Yeah, but like stuff like that is. We was talking about Celebration Station at one point in time, and all that stuff. Other than the arcade, everything else was outside. Go karts was outside. Putt putt was outside. Bumper boats. Outside. Everything was outside related. Batting cages.
Outside.
I mean, you did everything kind of outside other than arcade machines.
You play games, but you didn't do it for very long.
No. There's a game I'm when I'm outside, it's hard for me not to pick up a rock and try to hit a tree. Like at this moment,
you see a rock, you're like, I'm like, that tree is about to get beamed.
Yeah. And you miss, and you're like, I picked too small of a tree.
My tree was too small.
I need a bigger tree.
I didn't warm up. Your wife was watching.
Did you see that rock curve?
I meant to do that. Did you see my finger? I put a little twang on it.
I called that my slider.
Dude, everything was just outside. The 90s, the early 2000s. So I was telling you, I think we were talking about this before this started, but I was looking at these pictures of all these things that we've been talking about today, and I know we've ran over our normal time that we normally do, but I just feel like there's so much to talk about with this, and it's just so iconic, man.
Yeah. Anything that you touch base on,
but. When I think about the 90s, I think I started looking at the pictures, and everything from the early 2000s is more of the stuff that I'm reminded of than from the 90s. We were a little bit older. We were a little older, but that's...
I come out of the 90s 7 years old.
I saw some pictures today, dude. Disposable cameras. I just want to list this stuff, okay?
Disposable cameras are
disposable cameras. Tech decks.
Now, the role on the disposable camera,
And you never got them all developed, but
No. I'd always take the picture with my finger over
yeah,
the
or the sun would glare, or
yeah.
there was just like I said, tech decks. That was a toy. Dude, I don't know. I mean, we could literally go on forever.
What were those we talked about them that one time with those ones that had the images, and you would
The little
snap
red
through it?
things.
Yeah.
I saw that picture today.
Didn't we talk about those the other last time?
We didn't. And I showed it to my wife.
We
and she said,
didn't?
no. And my wife goes, "Those are cool. Those are still cool." That's what she
What
said.
are those called? What
I
are they
don't remember
called?
what they had like a little film reel. It was like a circle.
Is a reel? You remember what it's called? A zoom finder?
A zoom finder. And you could go to wherever that was on that film reel.
Because you couldn't see it, but you would put it in there and you would look into it. And every time you pulled it, it would go through the reel.
And show you the next picture.
Show you the next picture. Huh? Yeah. Heather said it was like a photo negative. That's exactly what it was. Because the red thing had a light in it.
Yeah.
That would shine on it and make you see it because it was literally like a photo negative, like she said.
If you guys, I don't know if everyone does this, but you probably go on Google and you search 90s nostalgia. I want you to stop searching 90s nostalgia, and I want you to search late 90s, early 2000s nostalgia. And I want you to see these pictures. I mean, my mind was just blown today with the cartoons that I forgot about, the toys that I had forgot about.
What was the cartoon you forgot about?
Shoot, I saved the picture of it. It was actually a channel.
A whole channel?
Toonami.
I remember Toonami.
Look at this picture.
Yep.
It's just eating Play-Doh. I wrote down eating Play-Doh. I just felt like I should throw that out there.
Nice.
I used to eat Play-Doh. And then when we were on the topic of supermarkets, I wanted to get to Kid Cuisine.
The little penguin?
The little penguin. I mean, if you got a Kid Cuisine, it was about to be a banging night because that also meant you were going to Blockbuster.
Kid Cuisines. Are those still around?
Yeah, they are. And they're garbage. They're garbage.
Oh, yeah.
But that brownie is still fire.
I'd have to eat one. I don't know.
That brownie's still
I
good.
ate a lot of Kid Cuisines. Those were kind of pricey as a...
Bagel bites and pizza rolls. Pizza rolls weren't really a thing, but bagel bites were. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on the table.
The pizza roll commercials were great.
Yeah.
It was always in the microwave.
Yeah.
Never in the oven. Always pizza rolls in the microwave.
The Gushers
I guess that
commercial.
was more kid friendly.
The
commercials were awesome.
All of the commercials were great.
I remember cat commercials.
Dude, what?
The cat commercial, the meow, meow, meow. I love that. I don't know why. As a kid.
Why don't they do that kind of stuff anymore?
I don't know, man.
Do you remember the Capri Sun commercial?
When they'd smash them?
No, they would drink it and they would turn into the liquid and they would slither down the street, or they would be like liquid skateboarders or.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
All commercials were based outside.
Whatever color the flavor was of the drink. But yeah, commercials were awesome back then.
I saw a picture of the Pizza Hut commercial today.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's probably been a few months. But on YouTube, I looked up late or 90s commercials.
Uh-huh.
Just so me and my wife could watch them, and we've seen how many we could remember.
There's a lot.
We was watching like 30-minute videos.
And
you should look it up sometime. It's really cool.
I've done it.
It's really cool.
I've also watched cartoon intros for the 90s on YouTube.
Yeah.
I got stuck on that one time.
And how well you still remember the lyrics to the to the
It's just
to the cartoon intros.
it's just crazy, man. Like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that was you the other day.
I remember the Jimmy Neutron.
The superpower might or whatever.
There's a video of that out there.
There is. I hear the little people got it.
But guys, I hope that we were able to cover or uncover some memories for you guys today.
I could just talk about this for hours.
And we could just keep on going.
I think we need to do a segment where we watch like 90s commercials or cartoon intros.
Yeah.
Just like me and you together and just go over it.
That'd be great.
That could be a just doing stuff.
But yeah, I mean, I hope we covered some bases that we didn't cover in the first one. I mean, we got real specific, and we talked about some stuff that we remembered as kids. I mean, did you remember most of the stuff we talked about?
You brought back a lot of it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's crazy. We've seen too much already. It'd be better if the world just got rid of us. We know too much.
We know how to take a mouse ball out of a mouse and beam the far out of you with it. Don't test me.
I'd never want to use a trackball mouse again.
Have you ever been hit with a mouse ball?
Those things hurt.
Just saying, us 90s kids know how to do some stuff.
We used to, you get them pencil sharp, throw them at each other, or stick them in the roof.
Yeah.
Hey, someone threw a pencil at me one day and it stuck in my arm.
Yeah.
I went, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it wasn't take a picture because we didn't have stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey, take a picture of this. Put it on Insta chat.
TikTok this. We didn't have anything cool like that.
Oh, man.
You had to do a family call and tell people about it.
You're not going to believe what happened today. Robert, you got anything else for this thing, man? I mean, I think we did it justice. I feel like, I don't know about you.
I think we did too.
You got anything?
I mean, we can do it again.
If you guys didn't like it, which you probably don't because you never do.
They don't like anything we do.
No.
If they did, they'd leave more reviews.
Yeah, we're still sitting at the same. Because you guys love us so much, but you can't take 2 seconds to
fill out a review.
You can text your husband, but you can't text "This is the thing."
I like how you say text your husbands as if the majority of our audience.
Yeah, you're right. The majority of our audience is probably males.
Well, yeah, no, I mean according to facts.
According to our statistics, guys, we have your data.
We have data.
We have data. And we're using it.
Yeah. We're going to try to reach more girl audience members.
Oh, yeah. That's coming.
We got some ideas.
Well, Robert, if you don't have anything, take us home with This Is the Thing.
This is the thing. Late 90s, early 2000s. Good stuff. Right?
Yeah.
This is the thing. Kids need to get outside more.
Get your freaking butts outside. What are y'all doing? Y'all get outside and you get sunburnt.
Yeah, and then you get scared and never go out there again.
Yeah.
It happens.
Get a little, condition that skin a little bit.
You get burnt once, so you won't get burnt again.
You're fine, wuss. Get out there. Get your jeans dirty.
It's called tanning. You'll be okay.
You should have a drawer called your play clothes drawer.
Yeah.
If you don't have a play clothes drawer, you're messed up. Parents.
If you go outside and there's a big mud hole, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's fun. Hit it.
If your first reaction is I'm gonna get in that.
Yeah.
If it's not your first reaction,
grow up a little. Go get your fun drawer and your fun drawer clothes or whatever.
Your play clothes.
You play clothes, yeah, whatever you're calling it. I'll call it your fun drawer.
And the way that you start play clothes is it's whatever clothes you're already wearing, and you just jump in a mud puddle, and those become play clothes.
And those are now known as play clothes. If your mom tells you to take your clothes off at the door, that's play clothes.
Those are play clothes. You're fine.
Yeah, those are your play clothes now. Yeah, get outside more. This is the thing. I think parents need to beat the fire out of your children more often. You need to beat your far out of children just as much as Dalton likes to beat the far out of pets. Just
I mean,
wear 'em out.
really rear back and let it rip.
Wear them out in front of God and everybody.
Well, where are you out? It's through
This
the
is the
teeth,
thing.
man.
This is the thing. Pull the car over more.
Yeah, threaten that. That's fear.
I want to drive down the road and see one car pulled over and someone getting the far beat out of
If I see that, I've done my job.
Victory. Victory. This is the thing. Schools, can you get something other than sausage pizzas? Like, can we broaden the landscape?
Actual pepperoni and cheese and
it's always just sausage.
this is the thing. Why get rid of milk?
Why milk? Water would be better.
Water would be better than chocolate milk and pizza.
Always chicken nuggets and some milk. Frito chili pie and some milk. It's just milk.
Vegetable soup and some milk.
Yeah. This is the thing. Dare in sex education, STD education, you're doing it too early.
Cut it out.
Reel it back a little.
Put it in high school.
Not super late. Probably, but at least high school.
Or late middle school, like 8th grade. Hey, you're about to go into high school and there's going to be some seniors there that
we don't need to be in 3rd grade learning about drugs.
No, I don't need you showing me pictures of crack cocaine. I don't.
1 out of every 4 of y'all are going to die to drugs.
There were that statistics.
Yeah. You could be dead. No, just like this. You could die. Do drugs.
You could be the one.
And we dare you not to do it. You used to have come up with cheers. I remember that.
Yeah.
Whoever had the best dare cheer.
Yeah. We're not gonna do drugs. We're not gonna do drugs. No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't like crack cocaine. I don't like crack cocaine. It is bad for my lungs.
Why'd you pick that tune? What is that song?
Frere Jacques.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember.
This is the thing, hotels. You got the hot water heaters down.
Get the TV guide.
Yeah, figure out the TV guide.
Get the TV guides down pat. Oh, Lordy. What else you got?
This is the thing. Walmart, because they're really like the only surviving retailer.
From our childhood, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, bring the demo games back. Bring some traffic back into your buildings.
Yeah, this is the thing. Wonder Balls. Where you at?
This is the thing. I'm going to buy Robert a Wonder Ball because I've seen them.
I need one. I want one. This is the thing. I want the big parachute thing to come back.
Yeah.
Are they still around?
I don't know. I wonder how much. I'm going to look on Amazon when we get off this and see how much they are.
You know, it costs like $300. It's got to be ultra expensive.
For myself.
This is the thing. Parents, take the safety net off the trampolines.
Let them break their necks.
Let them risk their life.
Hey, I took several trips to the hospital as a child. If your child hasn't been to the hospital yet, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, this is the thing. 90's kids are the best.
Yeah, we are. I dare somebody to challenge us.
There ain't no way.
No. This is the thing. Coupon machines.
Where'd they go? Those need to definitely come back.
Yeah.
Nobody takes coupons anymore. That's the issue.
Yeah, coupon machines. Bring them back just so I can pull on it one more time.
The company that is most well known for their coupons is now putting the company that is the best well known for coupons are going away with coupons.
Yeah. I don't
Hobby Lobby. That's Hobby Lobby.
They're gone. Did you know
They're
that?
already gone? They're already gone?
It's gone. It's gone. We went the other day. They're gone. Hey,
coupons
public
no
service
longer exists.
Public service announcement. Hobby Lobby doesn't take coupons anymore.
How long did it take them to realize that they're losing money on 40% off?
How long did it take people to realize that the whole store is already on a coupon? You look at this shelf, it's 50%
Everything's
off.
on sale.
Everything's on sale. It just came out.
It's always in season.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day stuff, 50% off. And you're like, wow, St. Patrick's Day's right around the corner.
You're like, oh, it was $40. Now it's $20.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like so weird.
Well, you got any more?
That's all I got.
Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We hope you enjoyed us bringing you back. We hope you enjoyed almost 2 hours of content. I apologize.
I'm going to bed.
But guys, always remember you can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast from. We missed YouTube last week. I'm sorry. It's going to be there. This is Dalton Bradford and Robert Devaney with This Is the Thing, and we hope you guys have such a great night.